My life is amazing, right? Everywhere I look is amazing.
Hello, yes, this is your girl, Queen of Commentary, and we are back with another SoSo Shanel Chronicles installment. This video is about her boasting or bragging about what she has and how happy she is based on her monetary gain. But before we get into it, make sure you what? Thumbs up the video, subscribe if you have not already, cut your notifications on so you'll know when we upload. All right? So yeah, she's talking about all the things she has and making us feel, oh my gosh, like we're nothing.
If I get into my car, I'm driving my dream car. It's a 2019 Corvette C7 Grand Sport, like black on black with the red rims, the red interior, red calipers outside of it. Like, it is a dream. Before I was driving that car, I was driving my Jag, which was equally dreamy to me. Before I was driving that, I was driving my Yukon. I was paying 23% interest almost, and I was equally dreamy, right? That's in my car.
So yeah, it's easy to gather materials, but the real deal, the real happiness comes from within. It really comes from within. And we all know that Miss Shanel has problems with her internal peace. Those things out there doesn't give, internal peace. And besides, how does these stories help others? Like, it's like, do you want to make people jealous of you? Do you want people to be envious of you? You don't put all of your business out there. It does nothing but cause problems. Hopefully she's learned that now. But yeah, who cares how much stuff you have? We don't.
In my home, I come in my home. Look at the ceiling. Look how far away the ceiling is. Look at the view. Right? Look at the surrounding. This is what I'm sitting in. This my home, and this is this room. Every room of it, amazing, unbelievable to me. I was renting somebody's house for $1,200 a month for 8 years. Works out to over $100,000 that I didn't get anything but the benefit of living in a nice house, right? Big benefit. I was enamored with the home. I was hoping one day she'd let me buy it whenever I could get myself straight, right? Knowing what I know now, I was paying double what that house was worth. I didn't care. I was just happy, right? Now I'm here, and it is amazing, and it is unbelievable. A third space I spend my time in, my store. My store is over 3,000 square feet. It is bigger than most folks' house.
Quite frankly, that's her fault. You can kind of see on her face that, she is wearing a lot of those bills, you know what I mean? But that's stressful, to have a place where it's not even supposedly open to the public, 3,000 square feet, and you have a beautiful home. Honey, you could be doing that out of your home and saving a lot of money. At this time, she had children that were on their way to college, and she spent all that money to stunt on people on social media and things like that. I mean, she's very wasteful with money. And this is not, to make anybody feel bad. But look, if you can do all of that with your money, what about save? Save your money. Especially if you have children who need to go to college. Save your money and see how that investment really will work out for you later on. See, it's obviously there's a spending problem. I do see that. And I pray that she works on that. Okay, I really do. Because at the end of the day, what do you have to show for it?
I can't believe it. I was in a smaller store. I was in a storage unit. I was in the back of my house working, and I was grateful and amazed at every stop. When I was folding t-shirts on my couch, selling lashes out my back room, moved into the storage room and had to get their Wi-Fi code, and we used to take the Glade plug-in and run an industrial extension cord 30 feet from the one outlet to our storage locker.
You know, I caught that Glade plug-in. You know, you wouldn't need that Glade plug-in if you didn't smoke around them clothes. I think that's so unprofessional. She's not thinking about people who have allergies. She's not thinking about third-hand smoke or second-hand smoke. It would be third-hand smoke if it's on the clothes, guys. All right? Yeah, she smokes around the items, which I think is very, very unprofessional. It really is. And it's dangerous for your customers. You know, she does it on live. It's just, you know, you have clothes. Clothes are absorbent. So even if they don't smell, the residue is still in there. Okay? Which I think is very unprofessional. You wouldn't need that Glade. But I don't know how her clothes don't smell like smoke. I really don't.
We worked out of that. We pulled everything out. It looked like a whole store in there. It wasn't a storage unit where it's like they have office space. It was a storage unit. I was so happy. Went to another store, 1,200 square feet, $1,250. I was so happy. Moved into this store, 3,000 square feet of amazingness. Not only did we move into there and it was amazing, my landlord paid for most of all the build out. Except for the paint, he paid for the entire build out. The flooring by itself was a $15,000 job. To get any of that, I had to lose my mother.
There she go. There she go. Every time she's talking about something happy, she got to talk about her mama died. You don't do that. You do not attach a happy event to a sad or negative event. She does this on purpose. She does it for sympathy. She does it for views. She does it for gain. And she does it to make money, which is devilish. Until this day, she still does it. Okay? The bottom is going to fall out. You can't carry around negativity all your life and present positive on top of it. It is going to fall off. All right? And people support this. And as long as people support it, of course, she's going to do well. But she's miserable. And of course, she deserves to be miserable because she has built her whole business on the death of her mother. And legend has it that they didn't even get along.
Not only did I lose my mother, my family, my brothers, my sisters, my nieces, my nephews, my cousin, my aunt, my distant cousins. I haven't spoken to any of them in 5 years. My friends. Everything just went away. And when I tell you it was lonely, is not that far in the past. Maybe still would be a better word. It is still lonely. Because I have the life now that would host all of those people that I loved and still do.
Did you catch that? I said, did you catch that? If you didn't, I'm going to point it out because that's why I'm here. Oh, yeah, she said, if she had all those family members in her life, she could host them, meaning she could pay them. Honey, they don't want your money. Money comes with too many problems. Didn't you hear Biggie back in the day? More money, more problems. And the problems is her. Oh, yeah. Don't nobody want to be around somebody who thinks their money is a tool to control others. Oh, yeah. Oh, we can see how her whole head got big, talking about how big her house is, how big her business is, how many cars she had. Who wants to be around that? She even tried to buy her nail tech. Yeah, y'all check that video out in the SoSo Shanel Chronicles section. She is a trip. And you know what they say about where you can put your money.
So you think about the lonely aspect. You think about it in terms of this based on what I just told you. When I had all of those people in my life, I wasn't myself. I couldn't be myself. They didn't really even like me. Now, whether or not they love me, that's up to them. But they didn't really like me. I didn't have any room in my life for the blessings. I didn't know it at the time. And I still have a hard time comprehending it now, to be flat out honest with you.
Let me tell y'all the truth, since lies travel like hot pancakes on a Saturday morning. Y'all see those questions coming up the screen. Why did you have to lose your family? And I know she saw those questions, but of course she didn't answer. See, she's trying to teach her viewers that, for her to, be this rich girl, now she had to lose out on family. Well, I'm going to tell you this. If she had to lose out on the base of what life is about, which is family and love, that means that those gifts were not given from God, because God is love. You get what I'm saying? It says in the Bible that it's easier for a camel to get through an eye of a needle than a rich man to get into heaven. But through God, all things are possible. But yeah, it's basically saying, when you want those earthly riches, you're going to have to do some devilish things.
But what you see as lonely, God sees as space. He just needs you to do your part. As I started losing people, I just worked harder. And I believe that it was happening for a reason. It would hurt so bad. I still cry about it. I'm fighting crying. Now look at my nose, it's pink.
She ain't fighting crying. It ain't time yet. And she's dehydrated. See, the thing about it is, what I've noticed with what she's saying is that first of all, she's double talking. At the beginning of the video, she said she was happy and pleased and all of that. Now you're like, I'm so sad. I'm mad because my family doesn't deal with me. Honey, you don't care about that family. Always playing victim. Isn't that what you guys call that N-word now? Narcissist. Always playing victim. I want to hear their side of the story. You gotta understand. She said she cheated on her first husband with teeth, left him, tore her family up. She basically doesn't care what she does to others to get what she wants. Very selfish, very manipulative, and very closed-minded. She doesn't care about no one but herself. But you know what? She barely cares about that.
But Bishop Jakes asked the question of his flock, his following, his congregation. And I'm going to ask it to mine.
See, she just called her viewers, her congregation, and flock. She knows that people follow what she says. She knows that people are soaking it all in. She knows that she has control over her listeners. That is devilish. Because the things that she is spreading are not godly, but yet she talks as if she's with God. You don't have to talk and say you're with God. God says go by your fruits. He says go by your actions. He says go by what you see people do and how they make you feel. That's how I gather it. And every time I watch her videos, I feel sad, depressed. I have to pray. She knows what she's doing. And it's so sad because she had a very, very large following and still does. See, Jesus had 12 disciples. Let that marinate on you.
And I quote Bishop Jakes, can you handle the blessing? A lot of people just see the car. They see the house. They see the store that's bigger than some folks' house, and they think it's amazing.
Actually, we don't see it. You just told us. Yeah, people are going to see it. People are going to have it in their mind if you put it on Front Street, if you brag. You see how she said, people let the business that she has, the store that she has, that's bigger than some people's houses. That's her gloating. That's that projecting that she's doing. She's projecting her own issues on her audience. We don't care. But the thing about it is you happy though? Like my boy T.I. said, is you happy? Is you happy with all those things? The answer would be no, 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 no. I'm just saying, y'all. You know, you gotta see the forest for the trees. This girl is trying her best to say, you know what, I'm not happy, but I got more than y'all. But honey, I got Jesus,
But
and
they
that's all I
don't
need.
know what I had to go through, what I continue to go through to have it. And I just feel it imperative to say, I'd give it all back if God asked me to. I used to think I'd give it all back if I could just have my mama. But that is unrealistic. It is more realistic to know that the God I serve may require it back. And because I serve, I'd rather get it than he take it.
Whew, I heard so many spirits in this one. Yeah, just in that little section. I'm glad she said the God that she serves. Because the God that she serves isn't the one that I serve. Because you know that there are lowercase g gods out there that people serve. And that's the one she must be talking about. Because what God has for you is for you. Okay? He doesn't play games. He doesn't trick you. He doesn't say, oh, if you do this, I'll do this. No. That sounds like the devil. Remember when Jesus was being tempted and he said, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? You God, right? God can send down his angels and pick you up if you just jump off this cliff. And he said, thou shalt not tempt God. See, that's who she's talking about. She's talking about Lucifer. She's made bargains with him. And so she said, oh, I'd rather give it back than take it. That's another spirit. Control. That's all devilish. Yeah.
So if you are feeling lonely, one, you're not. You just can't see the presence that's with you. For God is there. Two, it'll work itself out. But you have to work it out too. That's what I'm saying. My mama had to die for me to get to where I am. Not only my mama, when my brother died, it changed the whole nother thought process for me. So you gotta lose to get.
Boy, them dogs had good timing, didn't they? It was like enough. That spirit of God said, you know what? You're not going to lie no more. And them dogs nearly knocked down her phone. This next part is frivolous. You know, it's her husband / dog walker / poop picker upper. Yeah, she called her own husband that. Yeah, that's frivolous. But, yeah, she's full of it. This part is so full of it. I don't like when people use God as a mode of getting people when you're not godly. And so I know that, you know, the road to heaven is narrow and the road to you know where is very, very wide. Be careful. Just understand. Ask God to help you. Some of us, we have the power or the gift of discernment. And my gift of discernment is really, really strong during this video. I don't believe a word she says. Know the truth for yourself.
It was a poop factory. Yeah, those, no, outside. Those turds that they do. He still had me. He still high. He won't let his toe touch the ground. Yeah, he walking now. Can he have his medicine? He's so upset. So, if you feeling lonely, I will tell you this. So do I. Yeah, but I don't feel lonely per se. I miss things. And you're gonna always miss stuff. You miss your size when you was in high school. You miss the most favorite thing that happened over summer with your best cousin. Like, as things change, things will be missed. And just know that if God took it, you didn't need it. It's a hard pill to swallow. because I had to digest that one about my mother and my brother. It's fine when you lose your... She was getting on your nerve to start with, and you knew she was talking about you, and blip, 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 blip. But when you lose something you want, where is your obedience then?